right, so I guess this is more and more unboxings. Here is another Kickstarter unboxing. Um, let's see what is in this one. I believe, yes, I am correct. This is Unmatched. So with this one, I did add the newest Marvel, well, the last and newest Marvel set, that is Brains and Brawn, which includes She-Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man. But the real things we're looking at here are going to be the Tales to Amaze. So I have the promo set here. We have this sweet Spider-Man foil card. And we have the actual game itself. Double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Check this out. Well, so we have this. Let me see if I can help with that glare real quick. There, hopefully that helps. So let's go ahead and I'm going to push this up to the side. I'm not really going to do an unboxing of that one. But let's go ahead and open up the main box here. So, there we go. If you're not familiar with Unmatched Adventures, this is the cooperative, I guess you'd call it a spin-off of the original base game, where it was usually you pick a character, your opponent picks a character, and you go head-to-head until someone is knocked out. In this one here, you are you can either mix and match the heroes from other sets, or you can use the new heroes in Annie Christmas, Dr. Jill Trent, Golden Bat, or Nikola Tesla to go up against a couple of villains, either the Martian invaders or Mothman. And there are a number of minions as well involved. So this allows you to work together more cooperatively in order to defeat these villains. Comes with a whole new board, different decks of cards for the villains, and all these different minions. So very easy upkeep too for the villains that you go up against. So that's nice. From everything that I've seen, plays really well. But go through, there's going to be bridges that get knocked out, as you can see here for the Mothman. The invaders are going to be filling up these fields, and you're going to have to remove those. So yeah, you have to defeat them before they achieve their objectives. Here we have all the little punch boards and everything for the different characters. Golden Bat, Charlie, we have Dr. Jill Trent, and they all have their little, Jill Trent has her little inventions. So here we go. We got some of the minion things here. We got Nikola Tesla up here with his coils that are going to help him advance. They kind of modify his cards depending if you have these charged or not. Here are some of the bridges for Mothman. Some player tokens. They all punch out obviously really easily. I mean, half of them are, yeah, punch out really easily. We have Annie Christmas. Let's take a look at the main board here. So we have, this is the Mothman side of the board. So you'll have the bridges here. They have them marked that he's going to be trying to knock out. I believe there's 4 total. Yep, 4. And then you're going to have, as this threat track goes up, it'll destroy a bridge. And every time a bridge gets destroyed, it's going to make him even a little bit stronger, or special things are going to happen. Okay, so there's the Mothman side with the bridges, and then over here you have the Martians with the different farms. All right, and so same thing, you're going to have threat track here, and then the invasion is going to advance. So give you an idea of what those look like. I feel like those could also be nice boards to compete on if you wanted to. Let's take a look at these tokens. So I have, so we have the minion tokens, which are going to be little hexagons. We have the characters. Their sidekicks are just like normal, right? So you got the sidekicks. We have the little threat markers, it looks like. I think that's what that is, a threat tracker. We have, now in the promo set, I'm going to have something special, so you can take a look at those. This is like what you'll get in the base game if you just buy it retail, but I will show you what comes in the promo sets, because I should have some little miniatures, both for Mothman and for the invaders. Let's go ahead and look at the different minis. I know that's what we want to look at. So we have the golden bat here. Sweet jumping pose. The sword in hand. It's pretty cool. Like the golden color. It's similar to that of Bruce Lee. We have, I believe this is Annie Christmas here, which I believe she wants to be adjacent, if I remember right reading the cards. She likes to be adjacent or maybe behind them. I can't recall. Nikola Tesla. He's got that fancy invention of his for his electricity. And then Jill Trent, and she's going to have her different little inventions. And then let's look at the big boss guys. So we have Mothman here with those sweet, like, different, I don't want to say translucent, but pretty close to translucent wings, right? Because you can see through them. So that's a pretty cool looking mini there. And then we have the ship here. So it will sit on top of this. And you have the UFO that stands up on its own, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, and then they just pop apart. So there's that stuff. Let's go ahead and look at the art on the card. So let's start with Golden Bat. Really quickly. I'll be interested to see how I like the co-op. I mean, I love Unmatched. I think that's pretty clear if you followed our content. I'm a pretty big fan of Unmatched. I was definitely into this more so for just, hey, additional characters, but I always like trying new ways to play. I'm down for the cooperative play of the game. So this will be very exciting. I'm sure they'll come out with more adventures in the future. So for Golden Bat, he is melee, move 3. The first superhero is his special ability. And if you haven't taken a maneuver action this turn, you add 2 to the value of your attack. So if you don't maneuver, your attacks get +2, which is really strong. Let's take a look at some of his cards here. I'm not going to read through them. I'm just taking a look at the base values, stuff like that. These will be nice since you can't maneuver. You can go ahead and just place them anywhere and then attack, and you'll still get that bonus. I'm sure a lot of his is going to be dealing with movement to help you be able to move around on the board. They can't leave their space. That's always nice. That way you don't have to worry about maneuvering to catch them. So yeah, that's going to be the Golden Bat. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Annie Christmas and Charlie. So Annie Christmas is melee, but Charlie is ranged. And so they have a movement of 2. And Annie Christmas's ability is that you add 2 to the value of her attacks if she has less health than the defender. So if she has less health, then you get to add 2. So very similar-ish to Golden Bat. Let's take a look at some. I always enjoy the artwork here, so it's always nice to kind of look through and see, and then you get to know these new characters. This one, deal up to 2 damage to Annie to draw that many cards. And I believe there is some nice character play with Charlie. I got to double check and make sure. Thought, yeah, if Annie and Charlie may swap spaces, if they do, the other one becomes a defender, so they can swap there. Let's see here. Charlie, you reveal the bottom card of your deck, and you increase the value of this by the boost value that's revealed, and then put it on top or bottom of your deck. So that's a nice way to get to possibly some cards on the bottom. So yeah, and Charlie's going to get 8 health, where Annie Christmas gets 14. The Golden Bat gets, I got to bring it up here to see, 18 health for the Golden Bat. Okay, next we have Nikola Tesla, who is ranged and has a move of 2 and a starting health of 14. And so I talked a little bit about him. So at the start of the game, you have these coils. One will be charged at the very beginning, but at the end of your turn, you'll always charge one. And then at the start of your turn, if both coils are charged, you deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter adjacent to Tesla, and then move them up to 1 space. So, and then a lot of his are going to have these little lightning bolts here at the bottom. So depending on how many you discharge that you have charged, you'll be able to do certain things. So this one, if you only have 1 and you decide to discharge it, you get to deal 1 damage to each fighter in your zone, opposing fighter. If you have 2, you deal 2 damage. So you have a lot of his are going to deal with that. Maybe it helps you boost or lets you discard the card that is revealed at the top of your opponent's deck. Here you get to discharge to change the value of the card, which is cool. So he's going to be doing a lot of manipulation with those coils, and you're going to have to make sure you manage those coils for whatever it is that you're wanting to do. So you got to kind of set yourself up for that. These are nice because they let you charge both of the coils and you gain an action. So you could really maybe string together some great combos there. Again, charging one, you can either charge both or you could discharge both to recover health. So they do it all. And then last but not least, we have Dr. Jill Trent here. And she has a starting health of 13 with a move of 2. And she is melee, and so is her sidekick, Daisy. And then, now that I get this thing open, we have Gadgetology as her ability, where at the start of your turn, you activate one of your gadgets, and whenever Jill Trent attacks, you resolve the active gadget's effect. Okay, so there were some tiles, I popped one out. Those are what you're going to have for her gadgets, and a lot of it is going to reveal around those different gadgets. So yeah, she has some nice versatile cards here, 3s and 4s. That's good. Wow, any defense of 5s, which are always nice. We have quite a bit of versatility, especially with these any cards. Nice, a couple attack 5s here and gaining an action. Yeah, Daisy's got a few cards here. Oh, Daisy even has some nice versatile cards with that 5 there. Okay, so that's going to take care of Jill Trent. Now we have these different initiative cards, and I believe these event cards, event-esque cards. But let's take a look at the villain cards. Okay. So taking a look at these, do I have, let's see. Yeah, so each deck, I like this. Every single deck has their unique artwork. The back, so you have the Loveland Frog, you have the Tarantula, I'll start at the beginning, Tarantula, the Ant Queen, so these are all the minions, the Jersey Devil, you have the Skunk Ape, you have the Loveland Frog, you have the Blob, of course you have to have the Blob, right? And then you have the actual villains here with the Martians and with Mothman. So we'll take a look. I'm mostly just looking at the artwork just because I'm more interested in that right now. Ooh, I like that. That just looks cool. That's sweet. I like the comic book look to this. Let's see who we got here. We have the Blob artwork. Oh, it's grotesque. Okay, we have the Frog. He's just tongue lashes. That's what you get. Some leg thrashes and tongue lashes. Here we got the Skunk Ape. And here's the thing. I don't think I've known about, I mean, I know some of these, but I don't know of all of them. So I don't think I ever heard of the Skunk Ape, to be honest. Jersey Devil, yes. Ant Queen, no. Probably before my time, right? And then Tarantula, of course. Really cool. Sweet artwork there. All right, now let's go ahead and pop open these promos so we can take a look at the sweet minis and promos that came with the Kickstarter. So let's take a look at here. So instead of using the little tokens, now I have these sweet little minis for Mothman, these little tiny moths. And then we have these, and they have a wash on them too. This little, just like the actual figures of the little Martians, which is also really neat. So that's going to be pretty cool. Little step up in production for when you play the game. It's going to look really cool on the board with all the different Martians and moths. So there's those. And then we have these promo cards, which I'm pretty sure are just foils, but we'll take a look at them. So you have the foil for Annie, which looks pretty cool. I like that. Looks pretty sweet. You have the Golden Bat foil card, his eyes, his eye lasers. Here is for Dr. Jill Trent. The pretty cool looking foil they have on there. And then Tesla with his coils, all shiny. So yeah. So that is gonna, and everything will fit in here just fine. I don't think I have to do a reboxing just because everything is pretty self-explanatory onto where the characters go and all their components. Most of them are already in their spaces, and obviously everything you punch out will go in here too for Mothman, health dials, that kind of stuff. So that is going to do it. I'm not going to open up the Brains and Brawn one just because wasn't really part of the Kickstarter that much. I just added it on. But that's going to do it for this Kickstarter unboxing. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.